Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Hope your weekend's going well. And today we're talking about goals. Goals, habits, systems, however you want to call it. I've been working on mine since after Christmas, and I wanted to share with you things that I've discovered along the way and how I'm approaching this year with everything that I want to achieve, either skincare or in any other area of my life. So if you like that and if you think that could be useful, you should definitely continue watching. So let's begin. I was reading recently, I finished Awaken the Giant Within from Tony Robbins, which is a book that I've been trying to read for so long, and I finally did it. There's a section about goals. I really enjoyed the book. I think there's some things that definitely need to be updated, but they have personal development goals, meaning like in this chapter of the future, I read Creating a Compelling Future. In this chapter of the book, he basically categorized goals in 4 of them: personal development goals, career/business/economic goals, toy/adventure goals, which is a little broad for me, and contribution goals. So the beginning I started doing, and then there's also a smart goal method, which I don't think it's a lot of people use it, but personally for me it doesn't resonate a lot, so I didn't do it at all. This was my first step. I began with these categories and what do I want to learn, or what do I want to develop, or who, and eventually now evolving to the second part, who I want to become. So, and that's where this other one, Atomic Habits, which I finished this week, came in, and it has changed so many things for me. And he talks about the idea that our goals, instead of having an outcome-based goals, meaning you have an outcome as the goal, your goal needs to be an identity-based habit, an identity-based goal in a way. So he talks about 3 layers of behavioral change. I'm going to read it here so we can study together. We have outcomes as an outer layer, we have processes, and we have identity. So when we lead our goals from the identity and who we want to become, it has an incredible effect, and I definitely felt the difference on making these adjustments on my list, and I wanted to share with you. So, and he even gives some examples. The goal is not to read a book. The goal is to become a reader. The goal is not to run a marathon. The goal is to become a runner. The goal is not to learn an instrument. The goal is to become a musician. So when you make this shift on identity, the goals become much stronger, and the chances that you're sticking to it are a lot bigger, because you're becoming that person. Right? So, and then we're going to talk about how we're going to apply it to skincare, and something that I created that hopefully will help us for the year. Another thing that he talks about is that, I really enjoyed it, it's like the habits and how you create systems that support your goals, your identity-focused goals, and also like how to break bad habits, because we all have good habits and bad habits. But eventually we wanna have better good habits than bad habits. So, and another thing that he says a lot here, and which I really appreciate, is instead of winning the game, is to continue playing the game. And that's something to keep in mind, you know, like consistency in any area of your life is definitely, it's gonna lead you to more results than just getting and winning what you want. So I really like it. He breaks down 4 steps on how to build a good habit. Make it obvious, make it attractive, make it easy, and make it satisfying, which is really straightforward. And steps on how to break a bad habit. Make it invisible, make it unattractive, make it difficult, and make it unsatisfying. So, I mean, there are a bunch of other ideas in this book. I definitely recommend both. So, how I combined all of this, and I actually saw some YouTube videos as well. I came with my personal goals and list. Right, we're not going to go through all of them, but basically I increased the amount of categories. So I have health goals. I have here. I'm going to read it. I have career goals, wealth goals, legacy goals, mindset goals, relationship goals, and spirituality goals. So I really enjoyed these categories when I saw it, and I was like, I'm gonna steal that. So like I like getting pieces of information from many different sources and creating something for myself. So if you want to use that, by all means, steal it with pride. But if you want to create something for yourself, I definitely recommend, because it becomes you. It becomes something that you created, and you feel so proud about it, and you're like, I want to use it. This is, I created. It makes sense. And then you go from there, and you start taking action. So I actually have one here on mindset goals. I definitely, as a goal for skincare, specifically in, on the way I use my products and stuff, it's like I want to stop buying unnecessary products and products that I don't want. So instead of saying I'm not buying any more skincare products, which is strong, it's very unlikely, because eventually I'm gonna buy something. This is an outcome-based goal in a way, saying that I'm not buying any more skincare. I revamped that idea into becoming someone who doesn't buy unnecessary products. There's an identity layer to it, which I feel it's much stronger. Not only products, but skincare products, so that way we can get more specific. So I want to become someone who doesn't buy products that I don't need, right? So that, and I feel that's so powerful, because we have, and I feel like, I feel you definitely have products that that you're not using, or we know, we see, we talk to people like, or you begin and then you stop, and then you have a bunch of products, and then so that's one aspect that I'm approaching this year, and I'm much more at ease with what I have, and what I don't have, which is fine, and eventually I'll try them. I know this is not completely aligned with the purpose of this channel, which is to review skincare products, but I have a bunch of products that I could use and review for you guys, and that could definitely make it work. So in terms of making it obvious, so like making this is actually breaking a bad habit of buying unnecessary skincare. So like, how do I make it invisible? For example, I could limit my YouTube watch time. You know, I could maybe hide some of the beauty channels that I watch, or unsubscribe from newsletters from Sephora, from Ulta, from all the beauty brands. You know, we have to cut the cue that he calls the stimulus, right? Make it unattractive. I already have a bunch of products. Do I really need more? Maybe not, right? Make it difficult. Maybe you can have an accountability buddy that you can share the passwords from the beauty websites with your friend. And then you don't have to, if you want to buy something, you need to ask him, you know? So there's a social aspect to it that could definitely be used. Make it unsatisfying. I don't know how we would make, basically it would be maybe it would be financial here, you know? Like, after you buy something, you look at your bank account and see, oh my god, I just spent this amount on skincare. Like, have this unsatisfying response to it, right? This is an example on how you could apply the concepts of this book to skincare, right? And how to create a good habit, maybe. So if you're someone who you feel like you're not very consistent with your skincare routine and you're not seeing the results that you want, who do you want to become? You want to become someone who takes care of their skin daily with consistent products. You want to become someone who applies sunscreen every 2 hours, at least twice a day. So if you have this goal, and then we go and how to make a good habit, make it obvious. You know, I'm gonna take as an example the sunscreen habit, which is, by the way, I think it's a good one. Even if it's not reapplying, just wearing sunscreen every day, you know, it could be as simple as that. How to make it obvious? You read about it, you know, like damage from the sun is the thing that harms the skin the most. So how can you see that, right? How do you bring awareness to it? Make it attractive. You can combine the habit of applying sunscreen with something that you like either like listening to music, or after you have your morning coffee or your breakfast, you combine, and then there's something that's called habit stacking that he mentions, that you trigger, you combine a habit with another, so you can build that up. So there's something, and be specific also about the location. Like I'm applying sunscreen by my counter, or in my couch, or in my bathroom. So there's some studies that have shown that this definitely makes a difference. The third part is make it easy. Like take out of your drawer, put it on your counter, you know, or make it as soon as you enter your room, leave it there so you can see it. And it was like, oh, I haven't applied sunscreen yet, or I need to reapply it, and then you make it more easy. And make it satisfying, you know. This in a way you see the results, so in a way this is directly satisfying, that you can think about like, oh, I'm protecting my skin and have this this vision. So it's definitely helpful. I really been enjoying it, and I think it's been a fruitful beginning of the year, and I definitely recommend you doing that. Who you want to become and what are your goals. I also did I updated my values list, which brought me so much calm, and I really enjoyed it as well. And finally, to help us all, and to help myself even, I've always wanted to, like I said, I like to get pieces of information from many different sources and create something for my own. For my acting training and for my singing training, I've created something that I call Voice Protocol. I love the name Protocol. It makes me feel like I'm a doctor in sort of a way, and like a creator and like an inventor. So I decided that I'm gonna have 5 protocols for my life, in a way, for things that I love. I have an acting protocol. I have a beauty protocol, which we're gonna talk about. I have a brain protocol and how I can improve my learning abilities and stuff. I have a health protocol, and I have a singing/voice protocol. So I wanted to share with you my beauty protocol and what I've created, which is basically a combination of a weekly calendar with my skincare routine and the list of products that I love and that I use. So it's very straightforward. We're gonna put it here. You can see it. I'm gonna put the link down below so you can check it out and make a copy for yourself and really create your week, your skincare routine for a certain amount of weeks. So when we create, and I feel like when we put this into a calendar, or either an event on your Gmail, you make, when you create it and you put it into paper, it actually begins to have life in a way, right? So if you don't have a structured routine, or like if you're mixing and if you're using a bunch of different products every day, like take a step back, write it down, say, for this week I'm committing to using these products, and this is what I'm gonna do. And then comes the consistency, you know, that we want, and building the habit of sticking to the same routine, or of reapplying sunscreen. So the way I broke down, I put morning, midday, which is basically reapply sunscreen, and nighttime routine for all 7 days. This is my suggestion, something that I am using. Always listen to your skin, see how it's working, and make adjustments if necessary. If you have any questions, let me know. I'm gonna put here what I've been using and what I'm committing to using it for the next few days. And once the product ends, I'm gonna update the routine. So I feel that's been very calm in a way. It brings me calm, you know, that I'm not like trying a bunch of products and not seeing the results. And then on the second page, I'm gonna list a few of my favorite products. They're mostly on beautywithdo.com as well, but they're combined in one document, and things that I've used it in the past and that I've loved and that I could always go back to, and it also decreases in anxiety in a way. Like, I know I love this product. It's not gonna go anywhere. I mean, I might not have it now, but I don't need to buy it. You know, I know it exists and it's good, but I have something else that I could use now. You know, so anyway, let me know in the comments if you liked our talk. Oops, my phone fell. If you like the beauty protocol, if you like the ideas of goals, let me know what your identity goals are, and tell me what you're thinking. And if you have any suggestions, I would love to get to exchange this with you, and let's get to our goals. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.